out before jumping into a whole Zoom. We have, so welcome to Lifefulness Live. I'm going to go and put it onto gallery view there. Lovely to have you all here. There's a few more people dropping in. Thanks very much to all the regulars are here, and especially huge welcome to the people who are here for the first time. What we're going to do is just kick off just by going to quickly unmute everyone and just ask you to give yourselves a round of applause there. Very easy. You can start to hear these people from, give a bit of a whoop. Maybe a whoop. That's it. And welcome to Lifefulness Live. You now go and get muted once again. For people who have been here before, this is, we gather here to sing, but there's also sort of different activities. We're also going to have a breakout rooms where we go and speak to each other. We go and do a bit of movement so that we get into our bodies. And on Wednesdays, we have an amazing special guest, and often they're from the world of stand-up, because before I went and started a charity, I was a stand-up comedian. But today we have one of our favorite guests who has been involved in the Sunday Assembly community, and he is a fantastic speaker, and I just can't wait to introduce you to him. So I would like, you're going to unmute you again, to give a round of applause to Shamash Aladina. There we go. There we go. Lovely to have you here. Again, before I go and introduce, there we go. So Shamash, lovely to have you here. Would you like to just say a bit about what it is that, and by the way, mate, it's just really nice to see you. It's like, it always really fills me with joy. You're one of the smiliest people in the world. Would you like to just quickly introduce yourself and just let people know what you do?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Shamash Aladina, and I'm co-founder of a project called the Museum of Happiness in London. And we normally have in-person events every month, but at the moment we're doing more online stuff. And it's a non-profit project to spread the art and science of happiness in playful ways and in mindful ways. And I've worked with Sanderson, and he's come and given some talks to our community. I've given a few talks for the Sunday Assembly community too. And most people know me because I wrote a book called Mindfulness for Dummies.
I'm just going to stop you there. We've literally got a person who's written one of the 4 Dummies books. He talks about, he's done loads of other stuff. He's like a mindfulness expert. And it's just quite exciting. You literally wrote the book on it.
Yeah. Any dummies out there? I'm
Well, we'll be very pleased to hear. That is exclusively the marketing I've used to gather this esteemed audience, almost exclusively of dummies. The
best response I got, Sanderson, when I told someone I'd written that book, they're like, "That's all right, no worries, mate. One day you'll get a proper publishing deal. Don't worry about it."
Just pure condescension there. So, we've gone and introduced Shamash there, but it was only yesterday I thought, well, maybe we could go and, because we do the small groups at the end, we can't have everyone introduce themselves to everyone. That would take too long. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everyone in a breakout room just of 2 people. There we go. And just to say hello and where you're calling in from. And it's just literally going to be a minute. So, boom, off you go into your little breakout rooms. Most of you will be with 2 people. Some of you will be with 3 people. And just say hello, how's it going? And then we're going to come right back in. Most people have managed to get into the groups. Some people are here. No, it's all happening. James, you're the last person to get into a group, but you don't have to. If not, I'm going to join in quickly here and
well, sorry, Sanderson, I was on mute. Okay, you all right?
You're muted.
Muted myself.
Have you unmuted me?
Yeah, I am. Precision, unmute thyself. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Becky, but I wasn't. Oh my God, Jennifer, how's it going? Yeah, where are you calling in from?
Yeah, very good. We're in Bristol. Nice to see you.
Oh, well, look,
Happy to
lovely
be here.
to see you as well. I'm just going to get back on the... oh my gosh, it is, hey, what a very, very pleasant surprise. Well, it's lovely to have everyone here, but I did not expect to see you. So I'm now going to mute everyone again after our little warm-up intro there. And where's Shamash? Oh, I can't find him. Here he is. There we go. We're just moving things around a bit. And so Shamash, you are I think everyone has returned. They should have. If you haven't, I'm just going to be absolutely furious.
We got forced to leave.
Yeah. So look, I really hope you got an opportunity to just go and chat to people. There's folk all over the world, and that's just trying to create that sense of connection is what this is about. And so you, Shamash, are the director of the Museum of Happiness. You're sort of the overlord of happiness, or if anything, the dictator of happiness, or harsh, cruel ruler of happiness.
Yeah.
How are you coping with coronavirus and this crisis?
Well, I found it hard at the beginning, as I think we all did. The first couple of weeks, I was, you're joking about I'm the director of happiness, the overlord of happiness, but I kind of mentally took on that role for the first couple of weeks. I thought, okay, everyone's going to feel really anxious. And a couple of weeks before Boris Johnson decided to do something here in the UK, I was thinking, oh my God, it's going to be a real disaster, and how can I help? So I was worrying a lot and thinking about how I could help. And I got this new whiteboard in my room, and I started jotting down loads of ideas about how.
Hold on, he's got the whiteboard.
Got the whiteboard. But as you can see, it's very not too much on there anymore. I just wiped off my to-do list and felt a lot better. So the first few weeks I was trying to do a lot and trying to do the best I could to support. And then I think I had a bit of a wake-up call or a realization that actually lots of people are serving in their own ways, and everyone's got their own strengths and they're doing their own thing. Like you had all these kind of crazy ideas, and some of them have happened, some haven't. And I think everybody has been a bit like that, especially kind of people working with communities thinking, oh my God, I need to do all this, I need to do this, I need to do that. And it's a bit confusing at the beginning, but now it seems to have settled into getting into a bit more of a routine of everything, and just taking things really day by day and going more with the flow, and really practicing letting go of trying to control too much, and not feeling guilty for feeling good from time to time. I know there's a lot of suffering happening out there, but if other people are suffering and I'm suffering on top of that, that doesn't really help the situation either. So, enjoying the sunny days, and on the tricky days, working my way as best I can through it, and trying to cheer up people here and there when I can. So yeah, that's how it's been going with me.
That thing you said at the end, there's this one amazing thing the old Dalai Lama said, Daza, the Daza Laza, and he someone asked him how he could be happy with so much suffering in the world, and for a second there, I think I contemplated doing an impression, just an awful idea. And I don't speak Tibetan, and he said the Chinese have taken my culture, they've taken my country, and they've imprisoned my people. I'm not going to let them take my happiness. And it's just such a powerful thing that, always, in these difficult times, it's like we don't have to, feel guilty about trying to do it. And in fact, how are we going to be most useful? It's probably, I come back to this analogy I sometimes use of if an airplane crashes in an island and you're all there, there's a lot of suffering, but are you going to be more useful if you try to be positive about it, or if you do, if you sort of just really take it on? At the same time, we don't have to go and be all Pollyanna-ish, because what's happening is a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
And so then I'm going to ask, there's going to be lots of people on this call, and there are people here, and everyone is, I think, trying to support people in different ways. And it might be at work where you might have to go and project a certain way of being. It might be in your family, like you've got kids around and you've got lots of sort of worries about things. And you must feel this, especially when you've got this like, oh, I'm the director of happiness. I've got to be Mr. Mindfulness.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do when you feel that struggle between like how you're feeling and maybe this idea of how you've got to go and project? Or how do you get comfortable with just saying, actually, I'm having a tough time?
I think I've come to see, actually, this is an insight just in the last few weeks, is just to be with things as they are. I know it sounds very simplistic, but even doing all the different practices, you can do all the meditation and all the prayer and all this practice and that practice. But at the end of the day, you just need to, I think, have the insight that actually, I need to just be myself. There's another great quote, which is, be yourself, everybody else is taken. And that's one of my favorite quotes, because in any one moment, we can only be however we are. And if we're feeling guilty, we're feeling guilty. And if we're feeling great, we're feeling great. And if we're feeling down, we're feeling down. So it's more about, the mindful approach is not about trying to fix things, not trying to be someone that we're not trying to feel good or happy all the time, or be mindful all the time, or to feel depressed and low all the time about the situation, but to take each day and each moment by moment. And if you can just accept how you are, then it's just going to make you feel at peace. It's more about coming to peace with how you are and how things are. The other big insight I had was that I was getting really annoyed by a lot of the political leaders and what they've been doing recently. But then I had this really cool insight, which was, if I had exactly, let's say Trump, sorry to mention him, but if I had exactly the same brain cells as him, if I had exactly the same upbringing as him and the same genetics as him and the same background as him and the same name as him, to be honest, there would be no difference. I would be doing what he's doing right now. And it made me feel less kind of angry and frustrated in a way that wasn't really helping me. And you can do that for anything, for close relationships, for friends, for family, for everyone. If we put ourselves 100% in their shoes, with their motivation, with their level of wisdom, with their genetics and their upbringing and their environment, we would do exactly what they were doing. And so then it makes me understand how they're behaving, and it doesn't kind of wear me out so much in terms of how I feel about the situation. So that's helps me. I don't know if it would help anyone else, but that's something that's been helping me recently.
Yeah, thanks so much for that. It reminds me, there's Ram Dass, who sadly died, the spiritual leader and erstwhile LSD popularizer. I read an interview with him, and the interview into his house, and he sees he's got this shrine, and on the shrine Ram Dass has got his guru. This is where he goes to be grateful. He's got a picture of his guru. He had a picture of Obama, and he had a picture of Donald Trump, and he said, if I can't be grateful for Donald Trump, then I can't be grateful for all of experience. And by the way, I'm not saying that that's able to do, but it just goes to show how you can go and play with these different ways of being and really sort of stretch yourself. So what we're going to do very soon is we are soon. I decided I'm going to sing 2 songs. I slightly feel that my life is on a more even keel due to some different ways my wife and I are going about working. So today we're going to sing 2 songs, and in between that, we're going to go and have a breakout room to go and discuss a question. And I suppose I would say, if to you, Shamash, what question would be a good one to discuss if people wanted to just inquire about, how, like something like, how am I at this moment? Or, just to go and check in on how we are without any sort of pressures or...
What's my internal weather is the one that we like to ask. So thinking about your emotions as like weather. So what's my internal weather at the moment? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it rainy? And just remembering that you're like the sky, and whatever the emotions are is like the weather.
Okay, great. We're going to do that in a minute, but right now we're going to go and sing a song. So I'm going to ask everyone to stand up if you can. There we go. Oh, look, I even said, look, there's Jennifer was already doing some little warm-up moves. I don't know, get on gallery view and see if you can go and see Jennifer. You're going to lead us in a few warm-up. What are we doing there? Okay, it's a bit of a shoulder roll. There we go. Everyone's going to do that. There we go. Just warm it up. And now Jennifer is leading us in the back crawl. So if you can, That's it. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. But if you do want to do it, you can. What a world we live in. Does anyone else have a different warm-up they might suggest? We're just going to go and vibe off. Okay, I'm seeing, okay, Lisa is doing a bit more like this. There we go. Just a bit up and down. Oh my gosh, it's the easiest workout in the world. Small activities which don't really grow muscles for a very short period of time. What a world we live in. And so now what we're going to do is we are just going to sing a song, and I promised this last time, and then I went to click on it and it wasn't there, and I was very upset because it is an absolute banger. So guys, turn up whatever you've got as loud as you can, pop in the headphones, pop up the volume, because we are going Phil Collins, yes please, against all odds. And, oh, hold on, let me quickly go there. I'm just gonna do that again. And it is not about singing well. It is not about singing in tune. It is just about singing because it unleashes joy. So here we go, guys. It's Phil Collins. Do the drum bits. You know what you've got to do. Can everyone hear that? Thumbs up if you can hear that. Thumbs up if you can hear that. Okay, very good.
How can I just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace. When I stand here taking every breath with you. Ooh, you're the only one who really knew me at all. How can you just walk away from me when all I can do is watch you leave? 'Cause we shared the laughter and the pain, and even shared the tears. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now. There's just an empty space, and there's nothing left here to remind me. Just the memory of your face. Oh, take a look at me now. There's just an empty space, and you coming back to me is against the odds, and that's what I've got to face. I wish I could just make you turn around and see me cry. There's so much I need to say to you, so many reasons why. You're the only one who really knew me at all.
All right, guys.
So take a look at me now. There's just an empty space, and there's nothing left here to remind me. Just a memory of your face. Now take a look at me now. 'Cause there's just an empty space, but to wait for you is all I can do, and that's what I've got to face. Take a good look at me now, 'cause I'll still be standing here, and you coming back to me is against all odds. It's the chance I've got to take. Take a look at me now.
They're all the same. Yeah. Would you like to spot
can't hear you, Sanderson.
So I have to explain a bit behind the scenes is that I switch to a microphone that you can't hear me singing from because my voice is not good. So we're just going to go, oh, what on?
Oh, it's gonna go.
Now?
Yeah.
That should be good now. So what's going to happen, there we go, excellent, is that we are going to go into, small groups and we're just going to go and check in with each other. And Shamash, do you want to put that question? How would you put that question? What's
your internal weather at the moment? What's
your internal weather at the moment? So we're going to have about 3 minutes to do that. And then we're going to go and end on another song. And it has been, you guys, I just saw there's some people, who was it who had a microphone that they were singing along into? Someone was certainly there's a couple of people doing mock microphones. Oh, hello. There we do, I love it. So we're just going to go into breakout rooms for about 3 minutes with the question, what's your internal weather like at the moment? Hold on. Yeah. We're going to go smaller breakout rooms this time. 2-person breakout rooms. Hi there, Layla. How's it going? Oh, hold on. I'm just going to unmute you there. Hi there, Layla.
Hi.
I could assign you to a breakout room. Would that be good?
Sure.
Okay, super, lovely. Where are you calling in from?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
What? That's amazing. Lovely to speak to you. I'm just going to go and put you in.
Where are you from?
I'm in London at the moment.
Yes.
And it is. Hold on, goodbye.
Bye.
You've been assigned to a breakout. I think you can click something and go to a breakout room or something like that. Okay, just gonna go and pop in to. Oh, hold on. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Hello, Wendy? No? No. Oh, I think I unmuted you. Oh no. How about now, Wendy? We're just.
Hello.
Hello.
I know you're wrapping up, but I couldn't join in earlier, so I just wanted to try and jump in.
Oh well, look, lovely to have you here. Where are you calling in from?
California, US.
California, US. I mean, I could have thought Baja California. Is that a thing? That's in,
You never know.
What's that? Isn't it not a part of California? Is there not Lower California in Mexico, or or did that become actual California?
No, you're good. You're good. I just didn't want to seem like so pompous just to say California without the country.
Okay. All right. Well, look, that is very, very good. And so you are in California. Where in California?
I'm in Grass Valley. It's Northern California in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada.
Okay. Oh, wow. That must be amazing. I thought I'd already shut the breakout rooms. But Wendy, I'll tell you one thing. I hadn't. I live a pretty crazy life. And so you are, I mean, that must be stunning.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Right now it's, going into spring. And so we've given up the dark clouds for a little bit of green grass and some sunshine, and the migratory birds are starting to come through. So it's really a lovely day. Yeah.
What migratory birds do you have there?
Well, right now, the black-headed grosbeaks have just arrived, so they kind of look like the American robin, except a little brighter orange and a little chunkier.
You've got some fat robins.
Yeah.
Fat rare robins. It's nice to I hadn't discussed any today, so that is good to know. We're just getting a bit of an update from Wendy, who's joining at almost at the last minute. It's slightly overrun, but the good thing is there's a bit more to it than you thought. So we are now. So Wendy, I'm now going to mute you. Lovely to have you here. Shamash, I will unmute you. We're going to have one more song because what the hey. And is there a very short, little meditation, just a brief one, a little breathing exercise that you could lead us in, Shamash?
Sure.
Like a little 30-second, a little minute, what have you?
Yeah, sure. So just begin by just becoming aware of your posture. So just make yourself nice and extra comfortable. Maybe if your legs are crossed, then uncrossing them if that feels good. Getting in a nice posture and opening up your chest a little bit. And then gently allowing your eyes to close. And then just allow a gentle smile to arise on your face. So even if you may not feel that good right now, just be grateful that we're actually here together right now. The fact that you've got the internet, that you're present in this group. Allow a gentle smile to be on your face. And as you breathe in, breathing in the oxygen and just being grateful for that oxygen that's come from Mother Earth. Today is Earth Day. And as you breathe in that oxygen, all of that oxygen is coming from plants, from trees, nowhere else. So enjoying that oxygen as you breathe out. And as you breathe out, just knowing that the gases you breathe out will actually be absorbed by trees and plants. And so each breath that you're taking, right from the first moment that you were born, connected you to Mother Earth. And as today is the 50th Earth Day, let's smile in gratitude for what the Earth has given us and what we've given Earth too. It's a mutual connection. Good, thank you. Just 30 seconds or so.
Mate, that's why you get someone like Shamash in. You just toss him a can you do something? And he's got it on bloody Earth Day. Come on, that's how you get into the for dummies business. Sweet FD money. So we're going to end on a song. We've overrun a bit, but I was having fun. I hope you were too. And it is an absolute banger. I'm just going to make sure that the various settings that I could mess up, I haven't messed up. Okay, we're just going to do this. And everyone, we hit a quite emotional zone today. So I want you to match that energy. Just really get it up wherever you are.
touch of your hand makes my pulse react. That it's only the thrill of boy meeting girl, opposites attract. It's physical, only logical. You must try to ignore that it means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? It may seem to you that I'm acting confused when you're close to me. If I tend to look dazed, I read it someplace. I've got cause to be. There's a name for it. There's a phrase that fits. But whatever the reason, you do it for me. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?
Oh, lovely stuff.